Okay, that's me just closing in on another record collection. I'm about to arrive at the little village where I'm picking it up. You always know it's a good omen when Iggy Pop kicks in, but a lust for life, so fingers crossed that it all goes well. So that's me arrived, just waiting on the lady arriving with the records in her van, and yep, what a location to be doing a record daily. Fantastic. So that's the deal done. Let's get this haul home. So those of you that know your rock and roll geography, you might be familiar with a little town called Kirriemuir in the northeast of Scotland. Now, what is Kirriemuir famous for? Well, it's famous for being the birthplace of AC/DC's original vocalist, Bon Scott. Every year the village continues to celebrate Bon Scott by having Bonfest, and there's also a big brass statue in the little village that looks like this. Now, I picked up this record collection about 25 miles away from Kirriemuir in a little village by the coast, but it was quite fitting to pick up this fantastic AC/DC collection so close to Bon Scott's birthplace. Now, to give you a little bit of a background on the collection, I know some of you like to know where the records have came from. It was a lady who got in touch with me who was looking to sell her deceased partner's AC/DC collection. She'd said to me that she'd held on to them since he'd passed away for 7 years and had been unsure what to do with them, and found it really difficult to part with them because she was a Celine Dion fan. She had no interest in the records, but the records had meant so much to her partner. She said that he didn't own a record player, he was only interested in collecting them. He loved AC/DC and he loved to collect the records, and she said he would catalogue them and he would organise them and he would look at them, but he never ever played them. So as a result, obviously they're in fantastic condition. So we chatted a couple of times on the phone and we came to an agreement on a price that suited the lady and that suited myself as well. And from there I went down and got those records. So looking forward to showing you them. First up then, we've got an Australian first press of If You Want Blood, You've Got It. And this is on Albert Productions blue label. So yeah, it's really, really nice. Currently I've got a Dutch first press, so I'll probably keep this because this is near mint. It's really nice to have an Australian first press of this album. So this is probably one of the few albums that I will keep because I've got most of the AC/DC early catalogue, but I'll keep a few. So yeah, this is an early European press of the same album. Let's see, we've got Black Ice on gatefold. I don't know this later AC/DC stuff up until the early 80s. I know all the albums and then I kind of not listened to the later stuff. So yeah, another copy of Black Ice. This one is sealed. Nice copy. Rock or Bust with that. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's one of those kind of oh yeah, you can see it there. Is it lenticular? You say lenticular cover? That looks pretty cool. That's sealed as well. And I've got a bootleg, AC/DC Hell's Highway, live on air 1974 to 79. Now I believe that's a misprint. I think that should say 77 to 79. That's on orange vinyl. Again, that's sealed. Then we've got from 95? Yeah, Ball Breaker. Again, not familiar with this album. I believe Rick Rubin produced it. So yeah, I might give this a listen. This is actually sealed, this copy. So yeah, a sealed copy of that. Sealed copy of 92's Razor Edge, or the Razor's Edge, with Thunderstruck on it. Yep, good stuff. Sealed copy of AC/DC Live. This is, I think, from 2014, this reissue. Sealed copy of the famous Live at River Plate 3-disc record. And then Iron Man 2, the movie soundtrack. It's a fantastic soundtrack, this. A funny thing about this soundtrack coming out in 2010. So around about 2010, I don't know if you were aware of a virus called, was it Stuxnet, supposedly developed by the Americans and the Israelis, and it was used to bring down all the computers that ran Iran's nuclear capability. So all of these different computers, this virus attacked them all. It was a kind of famous cyber attack, and not only did it bring down the Iranian computers that ran their nuclear program, but when it did so, when it brought down these thousands of computers, it supposedly blasted out Thunderstruck at top volume. So the hackers programmed that into the virus that every computer would play the song Thunderstruck. So there you go. That came out at the same. That virus came out at the same time as the Iron Man 2 soundtrack. So that was sealed. I've got another sealed one here, and a sealed copy of Stiff Upper Lip. So there we go. Let me just grab the next load. Okay, got the next bundle on with the show. So this is probably my favourite AC/DC album, Powerage. You've got Angus Young on the front looking suitably demented. Another good Scottish lad. Originally born in Glasgow. Him and his brother Malcolm were born in Glasgow. Or if you're from that neck of the woods, Glasgow, before they immigrated to Australia with their family. But yeah, this is just such a great album. Rock and Roll Damnation. Just a fantastic song. So great to pick up an early press of that. And then another one. Most of these are UK or European presses. I can't quite remember the countries. Maybe German presses. I'll need to check. Another copy. Then we've got Blow Up Your Video. Not one that I'm familiar with. Flying the Wall I've heard, and I didn't think it was up to much. Not considered one of their better albums. I got a couple of copies of that. Flying the Wall. Jailbreaker 74. I think that is this like a kind of compilation of early singles. It's got Baby Please Don't Go, which I believe was an early Australian single. I've not heard this before, so looking forward to listening to that. My favourite cover, Highway to Hell. It's really cool. This is a sealed copy from 2003. So a sealed reissue from 2003. This is, I think, an early UK press. And this is an early UK press as well. Then we have Who Made Who from $3.99 from Our Price. Who remembers Our Price? I was never fond of Our Price. We had a much better record shop in Greenock called Rhythmic. It was far superior and with better prices, but $3.99, I wouldn't complain about $3.99 now. So that was using the soundtrack for Maximum Overdrive, the Stephen King book that was made into a dodgy film starring Emilio Estevez with runaway trucks. Another copy of Who Made Who. Then we've got High Voltage. So I think this was the first international release from AC/DC, and it was a kind of compilation of the first two Australian / New Zealand albums. This is the original UK cover, not the kind of famous cover as we know today, but I don't really like this cover very much. It looks a bit cheap. I think this kind of cartoonish cover. Here's the more familiar AC/DC High Voltage cover, which I think is much better. It's another copy. And then we have Let There Be Rock. Another copy of Let There Be Rock. And then Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. This is a sealed copy. Don't know. I think this is a US copy. A sealed US copy. And then another one. Flick of the Switch. And another Our Price Flick of the Switch. And one of my favourites, Back in Black. Fantastic album. This is just packed with brilliant songs. Back in Black, obviously. Shoot to Thrill, I love. Used it in Iron Man 2. You Shook Me All Night Long is brilliant. So many. It's the sign of a good song. Something like You Shook Me All Night Long. Arab Strap did a brilliant cover of it on the Shy Retire EP, and it's so different, obviously, from AC/DC's, but it shows you what great songwriters they were. That different artists can do their songs in different styles, and they still sound fantastic. But yeah, just packed full of great tunes, and it's not only humans that enjoy AC/DC because it makes me think of Back in Black and You Shook Me All Night Long. I was reading a thing, this little fact that said that the Australian National Geographic had did this study on sharks and how they responded to music underwater. So when they played music underwater, they said that great whites didn't react to any music at all. However, when Back in Black and You Shook Me All Night Long was played, the sharks immediately went for the stereo equipment and swam against the stereo equipment and rubbed themselves up and down this underwater stereo equipment. So even sharks love the sound of Back in Black. What a great album. I've got 2 copies of that. I think they're both UK early presses. Now we come on to for those about to rock, we salute you. So this is the Spanish version of the album, Gatefold. It's the only one that's got these kind of reverse colours. The more common version is obviously with the gold backing with the black cannon. So it's nice to pick up an ear mint version of that. I said a Spanish issue. I've actually got 2 of these, so I'll probably keep one of these. I think this was the album that was released after Back in Black. Is this like 82 or something like that? But yeah, picked up 2 of those, which was nice. Then just the standard cover. Another one of the standard cover. And another one. And that's the end of that batch. So I'll just go on to the next load. The next load is kind of a collection of more rarities. Not so much albums, it's more 12 inches and picture discs and all that kind of thing. So let me just go and grab those. Some 45s, we have Highway to Hell and If You Want Blood. This is a French 7-inch. This is Who Made Who and Guns for Hire, 7-inch. Nervous Shakedown and Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, picture disc. Let's see. Another picture disc here. Guns for Hire and Landslide. There's quite a few picture discs. Some of them are bootleg picture discs. Let's see. I won't take these ones out. Who Made Who? This House Is on Fire. You Shook Me All Night Long live. DT, which is an instrumental. Jailbreak and Chase the Ace. Looks pretty cool. Who Made Who again? Let's see. This is Jailbreak. This has Jailbreak, Fling Thing, Dirty Deeds Done Cheap, live in Australia, Little Lover, High Voltage, BBC Session, Live Wire, BBC Session, and Can I Sit Next to You Girl? And limited special edition picture disc of You Shook Me All Night Long, and She's Got Balls, a live version. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I think this is worth a little bit of money, this one. This is Razor's Edge. Let's take that out. Looks really smart. Like I said, I've not really checked through them all properly, what editions they are, what presses they are, sorry, or what country they come from. I've checked a couple of them. This is Special Collector's Edition AC/DC Live. So I have like the reissued sealed one. I think this is a first press from 1992. Better not show that. Oh, I could be in trouble. Let's see, AC/DC Heat Seeker. Picture disc again. What's on this? Heat Seeker, Go Zone, and Snake Eye. This is Money Talks picture disc. This is pretty cool. Mistress for Christmas on the B-side and Borrowed Time. There we go. What's this one? Shake Your Foundations picture disc. That is backed with Stand Up and Shake Your Foundations. What is this? Let's see. Highway to Hell backed with High Voltage. It's live. A hell of a picture disc. That's what it says. Hell of a picture disc. What's this here? This is Stiff Upper Lip picture disc. I think this is Brazilian. This is one of the ones I checked. This was Brazilian, and it is it's a bootleg picture disc. Be interested to hear how that sounds. Heat Seeker 12-inch. Another picture disc here. That's the way I want to rock and roll. Backed with Kissin' Dynamite and Borrowed Time. See that there? And special limited edition. This is Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be and Whole Lot of Rosie. Well, I think this one's quite limited. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Features previously unreleased live tracks from Donington in '91. Collector's single and special sleeve. Very limited edition. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's a bit dirty. Oh, it's got a bit of dog hair on this one. Oh, there's no scratches. Yeah, this one needs a clean. And what do we have here? Another rock or bust. The other one was sealed. This one's been open. Again with that kind of holographic cover. It's a gatefold double LP. Let's not put them away. Let's see. Columbia label. So yeah, that's another bundle. I'll just get the final bundle. Here we go. We're almost there, I promise. We're on the home stretch. This is the Hired Gun 12-inch. This appeared in the movie The Last Action Hero, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it was backed with, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. Both songs, live versions in Moscow. Yeah, pretty cool. I think this is quite rare. This one's a bootleg, back to school days. I've had copies of this before. Double LP. This one's sealed. Then we've got another bootleg. This is a trilogy of records that cover a live gig in Belgium, in Werker, Belgium, in May the 16th, 2016. And you can see there Angus. If we go across here, you can see Axl Rose. And the story behind Axl Rose playing at this gig was, I believe, Brian Johnson had trouble with his hearing. He'd had to pull out of the shows. Axl agreed to step in, but unfortunately he had an accident with Guns N' Roses, and I think he'd broken, was it his ankle or his leg? he still wanted to do the AC/DC shows, so he's using this wheelchair here, which had previously been used by Dave Grohl when he broke his leg prior to Foo Fighters tour. I believe it was known as the Throne. So you can see Axl again there on the back. Just show you the vinyl on this one. Supposedly this bootleg's limited to 100 copies. Whether it is or not, who knows. But yeah, so there's that one. Then Riff Raff. So this is from the same show. And again from the same show we have Rock and Roll Damnation. So it's like kind of 3 LP set. Then we have another bootleg, VH1 Uncovered. This is soundboard rehearsals. Again, no idea what these sound like at all. Don't know if this one's on coloured vinyl. This looks to be on kind of fiery orange. Let's see what have we got next. Next up then we have, I think this is a first press. Is it a UK? I think this is a European first press, a stiff upper lip. Oh, it's just come away there, I need to glue that down. Another 12-inch, sealed 12-inch. Touch Too Much, live wire and shot you down. Shot down in flames. Recorded live on our European tour 1979. I'm not sure if that's a bootleg as well, possibly. This is, let's see, Let's Get It Up and Back in Black in TNT. 12-inch. And another copy. Let's see, what's this one? Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution and Hell's Bells. 12. This is You Shook Me All Night Long, She Got Balls, and You Shook Me All Night Long live version. 12-inch again. So there's like multiple copies of all the records, because obviously there's a picture disc of that, and then a couple of 12s. And we had the picture disc of Money Talks. This is the 12-inch of Money Talks. It's this one. For those about to rock, we salute you. 12-inch. I think there's a couple of copies of this. There's another one. And another one. And then we've got Do Me Too, 12-inch as well. And just one final one. Forgot about this. So just to finish on then, we have this AC/DC box set. And it contains the albums High Voltage, Dirty Deeds Done Cheap and Powerage. So this is a French box set. It's pretty cool. You get this, it's got the poster as well. And the 3 LPs. So it doesn't have the original covers or anything, just in white sleeves. Yeah, pretty cool as well. So there we go, what an absolutely fantastic collection. Really, really pleased with picking this up. I did push the boat out a bit more. I spent more than I normally would on this record collection, but I'm really happy with it. The vinyl was in lovely condition, and the records, other than a little bit of ring wear in a few and a little bit of edge wear, really, really nice as well. Obviously lots of sealed records as well. The guy who had the collection had really looked after it. You can see that it meant a lot to him, so really, really nice. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this initial browse with me. I need to now dig into the weeds and find out exactly what I've got in terms of pressings and what countries they were pressed in and all that kind of thing. Find out a little bit more about those bootlegs as well. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a like if you did. Please comment as well. Always like to read your comments, especially if you're a AC/DC Uber fan and you can tell me anything more about any of the bootlegs that I've got, or any interesting comments about anything that I picked up I would love to hear it. And as always, if you can subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. And until the next time then, see you later. Bye for now.